Let's do this very, very quickly. This is Serious Matters on Onif TV. My name is Olukunle Abraham. Well, Wike, the governor of Rivers State, and several other governors were absent while the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party kicked off campaign in Uyo earlier on today. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, on Monday commenced his presidential campaign in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, with a promise to rescue Nigeria from insecurity and bad economy and to unite the northern and southern parts of the country. Interestingly, while the APC presidential candidate is trying to woo the northerners, this PDP presidential candidate is trying to woo the southerners and the easterners. You know, it's as if they seem to have this belief that they have conquered their own side. They already have their own side. Now, a lot of people are deceived by the rallies and all of that, whether the obedient rally or the Tinubu Shetima rally or all of those things. Somebody said that with the rally in Lagos, the Tinubu Shetima rally in Lagos. Oh, come on, don't worry. Let's wait and see. The election will it's what goes into the ballot box that's going to speak, not people on the streets. So it's just that. It's just that. But then it continues to bother me why some parties, especially the PDP, the presidential candidate have been a bit too rigid in the way he's going about these issues that is having with some governors in the party. It seemed to be not to be concerned. And like I said in one of my videos, look, these guys are not really, especially this PDP person. Yes, I know the APC man is very, very keen. He declared he's next, and he's doing everything possible. In fact, like somebody said that it was the obedient rally that actually pulled him out of treatment from London that made him to come in, as early as he came in. And so, but then the PDP man seemed not to bother, not to care. He seems to not to be, in for a, I think he just wants to add it to his CV that he became president of Nigeria. That's the way I see it. And from the look of things, he's not making it, something like it must happen. Yes, I'm sure he's looking forward to it happening. But then, like he has tried again and again, I'm sure President Muhammadu Buhari is a motivation for him that, same thing, President Muhammadu Buhari tried severally, and so he eventually became president. And so he had tried several. In fact, he had tried more times than President Muhammadu Buhari tried, and he looks to me like somebody who is not bothered. He seems to have this ego that is finding it difficult to pull down, when it comes to relating with others. I felt that he should have brought the likes of Wike and all of them together to just talk, discuss and, settle all these issues amicably instead of dividing the party further. This weakens the strength of the party on the possibilities of the party, winning the 2023 general elections. Now, this was as, when he commenced the campaign earlier on today, some governors were not there. PDP governors not there. Wike was nowhere to be found there. This was as 5 governors were absent at the commencement of the campaign. That's a very bad omen. That's not a very good one. 5 governors, PDP governors. And how many PDP governors do we have in any case? If 5 already are not in support of them, but the question is, who are they in support of? Make them go support obedient, or make them support obedient. Now Obi be the matter. Now Obi all the way. I beg una, make we not make this funny mistake. People they japa, and as they japa now the job where they go do abroad, no dey easy. And like I would always say, it doesn't matter the kind of life that you live abroad, you're still a second-class citizen there. This is where you live and you are a first-class citizen. And I tell you, Nigeria is a free town, where you do quite a lot of things. I'm not saying legitimately, but then even you do a lot of legitimate stuff and you're free. You just do them and then you get away with them. But then if you try those stuff abroad, you pay for virtually everything. Yes, even though you have the amenities, you have the good life, you have the good governance and all of that. But then I hope that someday this will not be held or used against us, because once they know that you cannot go back, or you cannot, because the way I read the narration by a woman who retired as a nurse in the UK, and she said this jackpot mentality is not a funny one, because she sees the way the guys, when they get that way, the way they struggle and all of that, and because they have sold everything they had before leaving Nigeria, it makes it difficult for them to return without a substance in their hands. Well, we are made to understand that these PDP governors were absent, which of course the campaign held at the nest of the Champion International Stadium, Ujo, the state capital. But then concerns have also been raised if we can digress a bit into the APC. Unfortunately, there was a fire outbreak at the Balogun market earlier on today, and that had happened before. And somebody said, look, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu on several occasions had to pump millions of naira into parts of the north, whereas we have not had him give anything to them in that place and all that. But then we are still waiting on this particular one. It was in this same north that a trailer loads of rice were being loaded to, towards the end of last year. And we expected that if you want the vote, it's not about the vote from the north. It's not about the vote from the north, because you must also consider that you are only trying to woo them. And I tell you, Nigerians are awakening. Nigerians are awakening. They are no more asleep. The people that Atiku Abubakar described Northerners, that they are not internet enlightened. You never can tell. They are enlightened. That somebody does not understand English, for instance, does not mean that the person does not have a feel of good or bad. When something is palatable and when something is not palatable. Everybody cries when it goes through pain. And if that is the case, then I know that everybody feels the heat of what is going on in Nigeria. Well, the PDP governors that failed to turn up at the rally includes the governor of Rivers State, As Wike, Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, Abia State Governor Ikezi Ikweazu, and Enugu State Governor Ugwuaye Efiaye. They all refused to show up. Of course, that is a clear indication that they are not with the presidential candidate of the PDP. Of course, 5 governors, that's like saying 5 states away, already. Now, this is as the crisis rocking the PDP or leadership of the PDP remains unresolved. Of course, we have had issues, we have had all sorts of things, if billions of naira disappeared and depleted to less than 100 million. We didn't have any. They just shared the money amongst themselves. Come on. Like somebody made a very, very, very profound statement, but then I just hope that does not play out in Osun State. Somebody said, these guys have been out of government for quite some time, and they have been depleted. They have spent so much money, and the moment they come back to power, they first of all want to, Ghana, they just want to replenish themselves first of all before they start. So people will still have to suffer. But then I believe that the governor coming in for Osun State will not do that, because, of course, they are well-to-do, and so they should be able to make the best happen for the state. And I believe so. The same thing for. But then the PDP has shown so bad omen, by the things that have happened in the leadership of the party. If the party cannot be managed, then Nigeria cannot be managed by this party. Of course, they brought us this far. Yes, we might say that, yes, things were a bit different when they came in. That does not mean that they can handle what is happening now. We need a very sound mind. We need somebody who is sound, somebody who is competent, somebody who is sound. somebody who is sound, somebody who is alert, who will kickstart work from day one, not somebody who will wait for 6 months before he begins to, appoint, his cabinet members. No, we need somebody who is going to kickstart from the onset, like from day one. Palm gets to office and starts working. Somebody who we can hold responsible. And that's why please beg you, please, let's not vote based on sentiment. Those of you who just keep saying, I just wonder, your arguments are not suitable. Your arguments don't rhyme. Your arguments don't play out well. They don't sound well. They don't sound cool. At the bottom of it all are just sentiments. And I wonder what you yourself stand to gain. Because by the time you help to make the wrong choice, or you help to bring the wrong person to power, we all suffer for it. So will you, because of the little thing that you are going to get, and I'm sure most of you will not even get anything. So what for? Why don't we just collectively bring somebody to power for every one of us? Then together we will enjoy the dividend. It makes it easy for us to throw out that fellow if the person does not behave very well, or if the person does not deliver. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So I think it's high time we use the things that are happening in these parties. Of course, the APC too. They've not inaugurated their campaign council. All of them are just in disarray. Now, Labour Party had rolled out the schedule for the rally and their campaign rally, and somebody said, they do not have a campaign council, and they are, don't worry, just wait and see. I hope you've seen what is happening in Lesotho. Yes, in Lesotho, it's a party like Labour Party that is winning the election now. A party like Labour Party, an unknown party, a new party. No, so let's see what happens. How did APC win the election in 2015? Was APC known, as it were? PDP never believed it that they would be thrown out of power like that. APC was voted in. Well, forget about whether rigging or nobody was rigged. That 2015 election, APC won. And it was because people trusted that President Muhammadu Buhari was on his own. And, look at his opening speech. He said he is for everybody and he belongs to nobody. It was as if he was going to work for the best. But then, till today, Nigerians are in pains. We have people jetting out of the country, selling even the little that they have as individuals in the country, and getting out of the country to go begin life afresh outside there. But what about people who do not have such opportunities and privileges? Look at how much tickets are being sold for. Just tickets, let alone getting a visa. How to prove your way, how to say that you are competent, you are able, you are actually you are qualified, and all of that. Well, the platform is yours now. Please do drop your comment, make them simple and simple. My name is Olukunle Abraham. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. Have the best of a night. Bye-bye.